And I particularly don't like it when rich, gorgeous people living, the life of Riley play games with my money. At least be broke and desperate if you're playing games with my money. That's just how I feel about it. But when somebody sitting up, on a yacht, wearing ermine bikinis, got hair weave, like the special people in India growing hair just for her, facelifts, plastic surgery, Barbie down, boyfriend, husband, everything's fancy, everything's good. But you gonna put out some hollow stuff to bamboozle broke, struggling, wanna be gorgeous kind of folks? This is one of those fun videos that being a part of the beauty community I like to do. It's just so fun that we are human beings and we do human things, even though it's with makeup. A few weeks back, Huda was releasing a palette. It turned out to be a reformulation of her old rose gold palette, and I did a video, which you might want to look at, called Huda Thought Huda Would Do Us Like This. At the time, I made some observations in what I would call the trend line, the direction of the quality of Huda Beauty's makeup. I stated that I had noticed a deterioration in the quality of Huda Beauty's makeup. I did not think the rose gold palette was the highest quality palette, but with the reformulation, I feared the worst. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, because I do these kind of analytics and I take the brunt. People get mad at me and unsubscribe, leave me some comments telling me I need to stay in my lane, and I enjoy all of those comments. I do not delete any comments. Now on to this. I was watching all these videos of people who got this palette for free, and not one of them mentioned what I'm about to mention to you. Huda's Holey palette. Holey palette BatMan. Have you seen it? The people who are reviewing this thing on Sephora's website are sticking their brush in that palette, and it's Holey BatMan. It's a Holey palette. I've seen this trend. I noticed, I'm gonna leave, I took the comments, I took pictures of the comments, I took pictures of people putting their Holey palettes on Sephora's comment section. You can leave a picture. Sephora allowed them to put their pictures up there with these Holey palettes. One light swatch to the foil shadows have a huge indent. The pans are hollow and collapse under one use. Where are the eyeshadows? Some of the eyeshadows are absolutely hollow. Trashiest palette ever. Absolute scam. Scam. This thing is a scam. What the happened? Hollow pans. Holey palette. One lady got this palette 3 different times, and each time it was Holey. Finally, she called up, and Sephora told her, we have noted that all of the palettes in our warehouse are hollow. Hollow palettes. Holey hollow palettes. You put that brush in there, it cracks through that surface, and then you hit pan. I haven't seen anything like this since Subculture Gate, that was designed for you to use it quickly so that you would go out and buy another palette. Well, that is the trend. I'm naming it. I'm calling it out. I know people are going to say I don't know what I'm talking about, but I've noticed this trend. I will start with this. First of all, Natasha the No-No had the nerve to make her $100 palette half size. So if you were a person that was using it and liked her formulas, you would go through it twice as fast. I'm down for that with Natasha. You want to give me half as much eyeshadow? Just charge me 75% less. Let us both have a deal here, because I actually love Natasha Nona eyeshadows, and I like the new formula. I'm not gonna get a guy like that. So then after her, Subculture Gate was Anastasia Beverly Hills attempting to create a palette that every time you use it, you were not supposed to notice that you were using that thing extremely fast. And I'm gonna call somebody out here. Samantha March said she liked that palette. She did a palette declutter video. Samantha March is very light on her eyeshadows. And I watched her palette declutter video, and Subculture was the only palette in her video that looked as used up and as beat up as my palettes do. Okay, and let's just face it. I buy my stuff. Ain't nobody sending me no PR. I'm using my stuff all the time. So you see me trying to make these empty pans work. That's my situation, and I'm happy about it. I would not trade with any of those individuals because that's hard work. Being one of those people who has to review every darn thing. I go out and swatch stuff, and I'm telling you guys, that's hard work. But back to it. She proved it because she said she got one of the good palettes. Her palette was beat up from her lightly using it, not that often, while she uses other palettes. She finally just threw in the towel, get rid of the palette, okay? But the rest of us, you know, folks who saving up after you pay your rent, you putting a few dollars aside, you got to cook a special dinner for your man so he can feel like you worth it to take you shopping and get you a little something. You got to get it all done. You get something that ain't gonna last you till the next time you can get him to do that to you. You know, you got kids, you got to buy tennis shoes for and stuff like that. No. For maybe some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I understand with you, oh, it's just another $40, $50. But for some of us, it is a luxury expense. And for you to make my luxury not last to the next year because you trying to make more money off me that I really don't have in the first place, let's just be real about it, okay? At this time, you know, God's gonna bless me. I'm gonna come on here rich, and maybe at that time you will have to look at these videos back when I was dealing with the brokenness, you know, because when I get rich, I may forget like everybody else. But I'm putting this out for you right now. Since I have to pine, I have to plan, I have to go in the store, I have to stare at the makeup. That's when I do you guys panning videos. I mean, I do you swatching videos. I'm trying it on. I try that stuff on several times, comparing it. Every time something comes new, I compare it to what else comes out and stuff like that. By the time I spend my money, oh yes, I know I want it, I love it, I enjoy my makeup. And now back to Huda. So then after all these other folks tried us with that, gave us this powdery makeup that you use up in no time, and they gave us small quantities like we was gonna go for it, and we didn't. Here comes Huda with a new bright idea. Multi-millionaire Huda, living in one of the fanciest places on earth. She is blessed with gorgeousness. I have enjoyed my Huda makeup. During the holidays, I bought a lot of Huda makeup. During the winter VIB sale, it was all about Huda. I kicked myself because some items that she had at that time I didn't get, and the reviews were so good. But ever since that time, even when she's re-released products, like she re-released those 9-pan palettes, they did not get good reviews like the one I got. That mauve palette was gorgeous, but if she reformulated, miss that woman with that, because she don't understand what it's like to be saving your money for stuff. That's what it is. She gonna come out with this palette where in her mind, we all gonna lightly touch the palette, so we not gonna know that her palette is hollow. And then we're gonna lightly touch it, and we're just gonna be lightly, because we're such delicate little makeup people, we're gonna lightly be putting it on. I guess she thinks we have some Chicky Hoto or some Wayne Goso brushes instead of some made in China Wetty Wiles that with that syntheticness that's gonna grab hold to every fiber. Shoot, my favorite brushes are the Sears holiday set. You know, you go in Sears during the holiday, that thick plastic. My eyes are bulletproof. I don't scratch. My makeup looks good to me, and I use sponges too. So anyway, these folks went in there, and the truth of the matter is, guys, when you got responsibilities and a job and you putting that makeup on, that's why they call it beating your face. You bam, 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 bam. No one has time when you're trying to get yourself to look as good as you can. I worked hard on this. I did not have time to play with any makeup. I was stabbing the makeup, doing my thing, making it work. Everybody who used that palette, who are the women who treasured it, came up with their $65, looking forward to using it, playing in it for days, trying to get their look. They have already shown the pictures of their hollow palette. They're like, I just used it twice and I hit pan. Comment after comment after comment after comment. And here's the most unbelievable part. Not one of the people who got PR mentioned this. Now Sephora, nobody at Sephora is mentioning this. They're all saying it's a beautiful palette. It is beautiful, but it is hollow. It's creepy hollow, headless hollow woods, Halloween. No, it's hollow. You put your brush on it, you tap in, bam, it's hollow. Subculture never fixed that issue. That palette went on half off. But this palette is not. What am I going to do with a hollow palette? Some people clicked in and hit pan. You just got a little surface crust on there. That's a sample sheet. That's not a palette. That's a deluxe sample. If all you have is a crusty little surface on there, and when I put my brush in there, bam, we're done. That means I get 19 eyeshadow uses, or maybe 40 eyeshadow uses, and then I'm on here going, oh, I finished my $65 palette. And Sephora's not acting like they know. Some people started saying they had to leave their comments several times because Sephora was deleting them. Oh, don't let that be you. Don't be one of the people who spend $65 for a hollow palette. If you're going to spend a whole lot of money on a palette, know in advance that you're spending a whole lot of money on the palette. I don't like it when people play games with my money. And I particularly don't like it when rich, gorgeous people living, the life of Riley play games with my money. At least be broke and desperate if you're playing games with my money. At least have some issues I can immediately identify and go, oh, okay. Don't be Miss Got Everything, silver spoon in your mouth and messing with me like that. That's just how I feel about it. Some folks like, if it's a neighborhood crack addict or neighborhood crystal meth addict, you can, okay, I know what's going on. I'm going to pray for them. Whatever they took, God bless them. But when somebody sitting up, on a yacht, wearing ermine bikinis, got hair weave, like special people in India growing hair just for her, facelifts, plastic surgery, Barbie down, boyfriend, husband, everything's fancy, everything's good. But you gonna put out some hollow stuff to bamboozle broke, struggling, wanna be gorgeous kind of folks? I know some of y'all gonna comment on me that, I'm just mad because she's gorgeous and she got everything and I'm sitting over here on Struggle Hill. Well, I got my Lord Jesus and I'm all right. I did this video, and comment below if you got a hollow palette, if you returned a hollow palette and people were acting like you did something strange. I've put the comments in here because they are public information. They are news. This is a beauty news video here. And that's my video. Jesus loves you. And I love you with all of Jesus in me. Be blessed, gorgeous. You're beautiful already.